It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching Edgerrin Cooper, who has climbed to 68 tackles so far this season. It's the Packers and the Saints under the lights on Monday night.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Chill in the air. Folks are bundled in the seats and on the field. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, a bit warmer up here in the booth. These cold weather games, Greg, always interesting to watch how it impacts the players down on the field.
Absolutely, and these nights are kind of tricky, Mike, right? It's how much do you want to spend preparing for it, thinking about it, and really letting it almost become like a mental factor leading into the game? But you also have to be prepared. What are you going to wear? How are you going to keep yourself not only warm, but then be able to go out there and perform?
The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go here on Monday night. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Saints coming out, and the veteran leads them. It's their quarterback, Derek Carr, 9 years with the Raiders, now year 2 with the Saints. Greg, for a man who's now 33 years old.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. In the shotgun, it's Carr. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Mike, living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. 5th season as quarterback, but Greg, just his 2nd as a starter, waited his turn and had a really good first year as a starter.
The thing that stuck out to me, Mike, was when we met with him this week, immediately, right at the start of the production meeting, was his ability to take ownership of last week's loss. He said, listen, if I don't make those 2 interceptions, we probably win that game. And when you go back and watch the tape, I love how hard he is on himself. He played pretty good ball. If he can eliminate those couple bad throws, a couple bad decisions, when he's good, he is as good as there is in the NFL.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Love. That complete to Jacobs. Trying to get to the edge. He will not get there. As a matter of fact, he was taken down behind the line. And that brings up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. As we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's 2nd best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. Thrown left side, the catch is made. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Lucas Van Ness, the former first-round pick, there to make the tackle. He'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he is going to have the Saints first down. They convert on 3rd and 3 with a gain of 7 yards.
A gain of 7. First down, Saints.
Valdez-Scantling on the move. First down throw for Carr. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 21. It's good for a Saints first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now, Carr. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
And the Saints first down.
Carr working out of the gun. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Carr now on 2nd down. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Carr now. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. Oh, he gets it right back. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
Now, 2nd down throw from Carr. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. 3rd and long. Throwing is Carr. That's caught over the middle by Johnson.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Back to throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. Pettis now to return. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And not a lot there. Only up to about the 41. 2nd down and 8. The tight end Moreau is in motion. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Offense. Still 2nd down.
Second down, Carr. Throw, left side, that's Johnson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on
Delay
top.
of game, offense. Still 1st down.
Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. The Saints out on top. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Third and long. Carr to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Packers offense ready for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he lowers the shoulder. A gain of about 3. They face second down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Tackle made on the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On play action, Love. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Green Bay. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Carr. Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
To the left side and pulled in. Valdez-Scantling.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
There's Johnson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still 1st down.
Now Kamara. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. To throw, it's Carr. He gets that complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
He's got it at the 3.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's his third touchdown on the year.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball...
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Grupe able to add the extra point. The Saints are out to a 10-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Love. A short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. 1st down, Packers.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Downfield, he's got his receiver, Wicks. And he's into the end zone. Dontavian Wicks. Touchdown, Packers. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and Derek Carr set to take over once more. And he's had things all his way in the 1st half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Play action now. It's Carr. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Carr. And that is incomplete.
Here in the 1st half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and Really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Packers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's going to be intercepted. It's the rookie, Kool-Aid McKinstry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the second round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a first-rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll take it on in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts first and 10. Catch is made by Romeo Doubs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On first and 10, here's Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. To throw is Love. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On second down, Love. Right side, catch made by Doubs.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This about as short as you can get. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, Carr. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. KhaDarel Hodge, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Bo Nix, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Joe Burrow, excellent in the win, as his guys up their mark to 11-4 now with one game to play. We just watched a solid first half from the veteran running back, Alvin Kamara. He had 3 catches in that opening part of the game and wound up with a touchdown reception as well.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Love. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
The Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. First down throw for Carr. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in second and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Carr working out of the gun. This one is caught by Moreau. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Throwing is Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging. because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. In motion, Reed. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run the toss to Jacobs. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Here's Love to throw. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. This one. Up top for Dobbs. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Packers set to kick this one away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. That's taken at about the 14, and he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Carr. He'll look underneath here and find Kamara. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Carr now. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Here's 1st and 10. Carr to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Now Love. This one on target, it's Dobbs. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, running left. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of 1.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd. Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
A good play action with Love. Quick throw here is complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This from 40 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On 1st and 10, Carr. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Carr. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Tight end going in motion here. A give up the middle with Kamara. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Tyron Hopper there on the tackle. Here's a toss to the right for Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 44. Xavier McKinney, the one who brings him down. 3rd and 6. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. He gets that to his tight end, Moreau. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, New Orleans.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Now, second down throw from Carr. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Here's Carr. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive.
In trouble, and down he goes. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. On second down, here's a run with Kamara. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Carr. To set the screen to the receiver, Wilson. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing is Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the Packers, first down. 1st and 10.
On the bootleg, it's Love. Now he'll run it. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. On play action, Love. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And that'll set up 4th down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
The Saints offense ready to get back at it. And this could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many people around the league were expecting them to come in here and win. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt a pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. This a must-stop for this defense. Facing third and long. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
The Packers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, and as an offense, you're in trouble. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
He'll go underneath to Jacobs. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Love. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. To throw is Love. That is into the hands of Wicks.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up fourth and goal.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
A 22-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally, the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll come up here, first and 10. On the handoff, it's Kamara. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at
Delay
the
of
clock.
game.
Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still second down.
Carr now on second down. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. He gains nothing. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Carr working out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here's second down. Love. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty, and that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it, and they're going to do that with excellent field position. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left, it's Kamara.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense. Automatic 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. It'll be a run out of the gun with Kamara. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. On 3rd down, here's a run by Kamara. And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. So a pressure kick coming here for Blake Grupe. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The return starts from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Love to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. Back to throw is Love. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
It's now 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. He's going to uncork one. Looking for Wicks.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
So this one a win for the visiting Saints. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from Lambeau Field.